And good evening, everyone. Alongside Coach P, my name is Stan Gerard, the voice of TCA Athletics. Diamond Dave McCullough is on assignment with Bethel University tonight. Tonight, the end of the regular season is near, and, well, we know who the four teams qualifying for the playoffs for the West are going to be tonight at two locations right here at Trinity Christian Academy and just up the road at USJ. We're going to find out where everybody's going to go and what position they're going to be in about 9:30 tonight. But tonight, your TCA Lions host the Rebels of Tipton-Rosemark Academy. TCA comes to this ballgame. They are 7-2, 4-1 in league play. The Lions are on a six-game winning streak since their September 5th loss to USJ. Of course, last week in a game that you saw right here, they defeated Donaldson Christian Academy out of the middle region by a score of 42-7. Rosemark comes to this game 4-5 on the year, and they are 3-2 in league play. TRA was 3-1 to start the season, but they have lost 4 of their last 5, including a tough 17-7 loss to USJ last week. TCA, they're in their 31st season of varsity play, and they are 170 and 178 on the season. So we hope sometime next year we'll get to an even 500 for the year. Tonight is the 349th game in Trinity Christian Academy school history. Now, Tipton-Rosemark, they've been playing football since 1970, but the program was dormant from 1994 to 1998. Tipton-Rosemark's overall record is 132 and 220. Tonight is the 10th ever meeting between TCA and Tipton-Rosemark. TCA leads the overall series 7-2, and they won the very first meeting back in 2002 by a score of 33-0. Coach P was just a wee pup back then. Tipton-Rosemark's last win versus TCA was in 2019, right here at TCA, when the Giant Rebs plastered TCA 61-38. Of course, TCA is under the direction of head coach Darren Bowling. He's in his 34th year as a head coach. He is 260 and 120 overall. He's in his third season at TCA, and he is 22-10 overall. William Dean is the head man at Tipton-Rosemark Academy. He's in his fourth year. He is 24 and 26 overall, and is only 3 wins away from becoming the all-time winningest football coach in Tipton-Rosemark history. Had a lot of football played last night, and we will remind you right now, at about 6:30, we're going to go down the field for senior presentation night. So we will be leaving here in just a few minutes to go down the field. But right now, we're going to go ahead and hit the scoreboard from last night. Here's the scores in West Tennessee from last night. It was Adamsville knocking off Summertown 17-14. Camden over Harpeth 34-0. It was Crockett County over Southside 41-6. Dresden, our week 1 opponent, they won their district. They defeated Lake County 56-14. Dyer County, who beat USJ a couple of weeks ago, knocked off Lexington 17-9. Dyersburg handed Ripley their 10th loss of the year, 56-7. Coach Blake Butler and his boys got a win down against St. George's last night. It was ECS 35, St. George's 14. Fayette Ware defeated Craigmont 42-0. It was Greenfield in a tight ball game over Gleason 14-8. Haywood knocked off Kirby 44-7. It was Humboldt. Humboldt played very strong the last part of the year. They knocked off Lakeland Prep 38-32. Huntington took out Union City. It was over in the first quarter 42-0. Jackson Northside beat Chester County by 45. It was 48-3. JCM went on the road to Halls. They came back a winner 33-8. And let's see, I think I will make one more check. No, we've got some more scores. Other scores from West Tennessee. It was McNary Central over Liberty 34-8. Milan knocked off Peabody 21-0. It was South Gibson over Hardin County 41-14. It was St. Benedict over Harding Academy 14-7. Westview, in what was expected to be a really good game, well, it was all Westview in that one. Westview 42 and Covington 20. And that is a look at the scoreboard from West Tennessee. Tonight, Not a whole lot of games besides this ball game here. Tipton-Rosemark at TCA. You're going to have FACS at Fayette Academy. Kirkwood's at Henry County. McEwen is at McKenzie. It's going to be Brighton at Memphis Overton. Memphis Central at Munford. Bolivar Central at Obion County Central. And a game just down the road, Jackson Christian at USJ and South Fulton at West Carroll. That's a look at the scores from last night and a look at tonight's ball games. Before we have the ceremonies down the field, let's take a quick timeout. You're watching the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show right here on TCA Broadcasting.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
And welcome back to Trinity Christian Academy. My name's Stan Gerard. We're just about half an hour away from the start of tonight's ball game between the Lions of TCA and the Rebels of Tipton-Rosemark. It's Halloween here in West Tennessee and all around. Coach P, why'd you dress up for Halloween this year? The Great Pumpkin? Something like that? What were you? You came as a golf coach, I bet. You came as the head golf coach of a state champion.
That's right.
That's right. You know what
radio engineer.
You know what I dressed up as today? A sack of worthless information. You can't beat fun at the old ballpark. We got a couple of minutes before they start the ceremonies here, and what we're going to do now is go over the seeding possibilities for tonight's ball game. And there's only 4 possibilities, and we got 4 teams. So here we go. If USJ and Trinity Christian Academy both win tonight, if USJ and Trinity Christian Academy both win, and we think that's what's going to happen tonight, USJ would be first, TCA would be second, Jackson Christian would be third, and Tipton-Rosemark would be fourth. Now, if USJ wins and Tipton-Rosemark pulls the upset, it would be USJ first, Jackson Christian second, Tipton-Rosemark third, and TCA fourth. Should Jackson Christian win and TCA win, it would be Jackson Christian first, USJ second, TCA third, and Jackson Christian and Tipton-Rosemark fourth. And if Jackson Christian wins and we lose, well, the only thing that's going to change between the first and the second, or nothing's going to change between first and second, it'd be JCS and then USJ, and it would be Rosemark third and us fourth. So the 4 scenarios, 2 of them have us being fourth, but I kind of like that first scenario with us and USJ win. We definitely want the Bruins of USJ to win tonight. We really need them to win a couple of weeks ago against Dyer County, but they did not pull one out for us in that ball game, and thus we're looking at the best we can do with a W and a USJ win is second place tonight. There are 3 other games we're going to keep you an eye on. I've got all 3 games pulled up on my computer. We're going to have an eye in the sky on the Jackson Christian USJ game. We're also going to bring you I'm also going to have video that I'm going to be able to look at and get you scores from Friendship Christian at PCA. We will play, if we finish second, we'll play one of those 2 teams during week 2 of the playoffs. And we're also going to have an eye in the sky on the Nashville Christian and who are they playing? Nashville Christian. I'm having one of those brain aneurysms. Nashville Christian and I'll think of it in a minute. But Nashville, we're going to have an eye on the Nashville Christian game because that one, Friendship Christian, that's who it is. We're going to have an eye on the Friendship Christian and Nashville Christian game as well. The 3 games are important to TCA, and the 3 games besides the TCA and the USJ game, they're important in Division 2 tonight. I'm going to have at my disposal live video on that where I can bring you scoring updates on all 3 of those games in real time. We're about 26 minutes away from the kickoff of tonight's ballgame. What we're going to do now, seeing we have not started, and as soon as they give us the signal, we'll go right to them. We're going to go ahead and give you some of the numbers on these 2 teams, TCA and USJ. We'll say hello to Ricky Selvog, Lois Ann Franklin, and Ralphie. Ralphie's such a good boy. Yes, he is. Clarence Pettigrew, Mandy Graves, and Chris Tippett also watching. We're going to go down to the public address announcer for tonight's opening ceremonies for senior night here at Trinity Christian
Countless
Academy.
hours to their sport and represented TCA with heart, humility, and excellence. As we recognize them, we also celebrate the families who have supported and encouraged them every step of the way. Starting with number 0, Owen Atwood. Owen is the son of Andy and Angie Atwood and has attended Trinity for 14 years. His favorite Bible verse is Matthew 7:13-14. Enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it. Owen says his favorite football memory is returning a kick for a touchdown against USJ his sophomore year. Owen's parents share this. Remember Mom tearing her ACL while cheering for you at your middle school football game against USJ? That was worth it. Football has taught you teamwork, resilience, adaptability, and discipline. The Lord has blessed you abundantly with leadership qualities, athletic abilities, and goodness. The speed. Goodness, the speed. Continue to discover your gifts and talents and always use them to bring Him glory. We are proud of the young man you have grown to be on and off the field. We love you. Owen Atwood. Next, we have number 72, Kendall Boyle. Kendall is the son of Ashley Boyle and Randall Cheshire, and he has attended Trinity for 4 years. His favorite Bible verse is John 3:17-18. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save it through him. Whoever believes in him is not condemned, but whoever does not believe stands condemned, already because they have not believed in the name of God's one and only Son. Kendall's favorite football memory is recovering the fumble against Fayette Academy last year in the rain. Kendall's mother has this to say, to my son, I closed my eyes for but a moment, and suddenly a young man stood where my boy used to be. I may not be able to carry you in my arms, but I will always carry you in my heart. You have given me so many reasons to be proud of the young man you have become, but the proudest moment for me is telling others that you are my son. Love always, Mama. Kendall Boyle. Next we have number 54, Ethan Kaufman. Ethan is a son of Josh and Alicia Dillon. He has been a TCA student for 8 years. His favorite Bible verse is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Ethan says his favorite football memory is finally beating Coach Bibb in ping pong at football camp, and it only took 3 days. Ethan's dad says, Ethan, I am so proud of the young man you've become. You continue to impress me every day. You deserve everything life has to offer. Love you, son. His mom continues with, I love watching you play and grow from your very first game to this senior season. I'm so proud of the young man you have become. Keep growing in Christ and know we will always be there cheering you on. Ethan Kaufman. Next we have Briley Donovan. Briley is the daughter of Jimmy and Bryce Laverty and has attended TCA for 6 years. Her favorite Bible verse is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Briley's parents have this to say, we are so proud of the amazing young woman you've become. Watching you grow, work hard, and chase your dreams has been the greatest joy of our lives. We love you and can't wait to see all that God has planned for you. Miss Briley Donovan. Next up, we have Mary Houston Hamilton. Mary Houston is the daughter of Rob and Catherine Hamilton and has attended Trinity for 12 years. Her favorite Bible verse is 2 Corinthians 12:9. And he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, most gladly, I will rather boast in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Mary says her favorite cheer memory is scaring Elise and Rachel during the cheer camp sleepover her sophomore year. Mary, your parents say that watching you cheer for TCA these past few years has been such a joy for them. They are so proud of everything you have accomplished and continue to strive toward. Keep working toward your goals and God's plan for your life. Your mom and dad love you. Miss Mary Houston Hamilton. Next, we have number 3, Gabriel Lee. Gabriel is the son of Mark and Kristen Lee and has attended Trinity for 14 years. His favorite Bible verse is Isaiah 48. The grass withers and the flowers fade, but the word of God endures forever. Gabriel says his favorite football memory is beating JCS his sophomore year for the district championship. His parents share this message. Gabriel, as you take the field for your final high school season, it's hard to believe how quickly time has passed. We've watched you from a young player with big dreams into a skilled athlete and true leader. You've given 100% every game, earning the respect of your opponents and representing your family and Trinity Christian Academy with pride. Colossians 3:23 reminds us, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for men. You've done exactly that, playing with passion, integrity, and purpose. We are so proud of the dedication and heart you've shown to your team and to God. Gabriel Lee. Next we have number 5, Sawyer Lee. Sawyer is the son of Mark and Kristen Lee and has attended Trinity for 14 years. Sawyer's favorite Bible verse is John 1:1-3. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. Sawyer's favorite football memory comes from his junior year camp when he and teammates accidentally put a hole in the wall with a broom while pranking the seniors. His parents share these thoughts. Sawyer, we were thrilled when you decided to play football your junior and senior years. Though you started with little experience, your growth, mentally, physically, and spiritually, has been incredible. You've shown up every day, working hard, not just for yourself, but for your team, living out 1 Corinthians 12:12, and reminding us that every part of the body and every player matters. Through wins and losses, you've learned that life and sports aren't always fair, but our worth isn't found in stats or scoreboards. It's found in Christ. You play with integrity, perseverance, and faith, showing what it means to run for an eternal prize. We couldn't be prouder of the young man you've become, both on and off the field. Sawyer Lee. Next, we have manager Mac McGee. Mac is the son of Casey and Sarah McGee and has attended Trinity for 10 years. His favorite Bible verse is Ecclesiastes 4:9 through 10. Two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up, but pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. Mac's favorite football memory is beating JCS this year. Mac, your parents want you to know that they are proud of all that you've accomplished. Watching you serve and support your classmates throughout high school has been special. Thank you for being a great example of hard work and perseverance to all of us. Your mom and dad love you. Mac McGee. Next, we have number 22, Hank Miller. Hank is the son of Justin and Lee Miller. He has been a TCA student for 14 years. His favorite Bible verse is 1 Corinthians 16:13 through 14. Be on alert, stand firm in the faith, be men of courage, be strong, and do everything in love. Hank says his favorite football memory is when the team crashed the drone at camp. This is a message from his family. Hank, we have had so much fun cheering you on in football, going all the way back to non-tackle county league in second grade. We are proud of your hard work and determination, and we look forward to wherever the Lord leads you next. Proverbs 16:3 says, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. Love, Mom, Dad, and Jenny. Hank Miller. Next we have Miss Lily Kate Perkins. Lily is the daughter of Lee and Chrissy Perkins. She has attended Trinity for 14 years. Her favorite Bible verse is John 16:33. I have told you these things so that in me you have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Lily's favorite cheer memory comes from the home game against Fayette Academy last year. It was pouring rain. We continued to laugh and cheer while the cold wind and rain hit our faces. After the game, we went to cookout soaking wet. Her mom and dad have this to say. We have loved watching you cheer on the sidelines for the past 7 years. As cheer captain this year, you encourage and lead your team well. We are so proud of you and pray that you seek the Lord always. We all look forward to the rest of your senior year and pray for God's rich blessings over your life. Miss Lily Kate Perkins. Lastly, number 13, Landon Smith. Landon is the son of Neil and Crystal Smith and has attended Trinity for 2 years. His favorite Bible verse is Isaiah 41:10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Landon's favorite football memory comes from when they were flying the drone at team camp and wrecked it. Landon, your parents say they couldn't be more proud of the young man you've become. You've always led with kindness, drive, and a heart of gold that shines in everything you do. Watching your journey over these 17 and a half years has been one of the greatest joys of our lives, and they've loved every moment along the way. As you chase your dream of becoming a pilot, know that their love and pride will always soar right beside you every step of the way. Landon Smith. Let's give all these seniors one more big round of applause.
And welcome back. There is our senior ceremony. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seniors out there. And we're going to take a quick 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we're going to hear part of my interview with Coach Darren Bolden. We're not going to be able to get the whole thing in, but when we come back in 1 minute, we'll hear the opening comments from the TCA head mentor. We're back after this.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our Foundation Benefits with High Interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
I'm speaking with head coach of the TCA Lions, Darren Bolden. Coach, a big victory over DCA from Nashville last night. What I like to call a statement win.
Yeah, we played well. I thought it was a good night all the way around. Pink out night. I thought the fans did a good job of showing up in the pink, and of course the players were excited about having the pink jerseys on and understanding what that's all about, not just for show, but actually to give back to your community. And this week, of course, we're going to do the auction on those jerseys, and Kirkland Cancer Center is going to get a check for those.
That's going on all week, isn't it?
It is, and Friday night will be the final bid, and so that'll be it, and then hopefully, we'll be able to distribute a nice check.
If people can't make it to the game, they want to bid on a jersey, how can folks do that?
We haven't quite got that figured out yet. So, I mean, the best thing would be come to the game,
Buy an $8 ticket and come to the game.
Yeah, we're not trying to keep people at home. We want them to show up and get here. So,
well, there might be some grandma living in Iowa somewhere.
Yeah, and that we'll probably have some kind of option for that as well. But anyway, the game was came out a little flat the first half. From again the off week before, the week before fall break. I think I can make it through homecomings, I can make it through senior nights, I can make it through first game of the seasons, I can make it through all that kind of stuff. But it's really, really hard to come back after an open week. It just really is, and that's why even in the playoffs, I don't like open weeks, because it's just hard to keep their attention when they're not playing somebody, and so I thought we had a good fall break week as far as practice went, but just getting back in that game mode again on Friday, it took us a little bit, but once we got going, I thought we played a clean second half, and I thought everything went well in the second half.
Tell you, look at that ball game. It got a little chippy out there. Those two teams, they were getting after each other.
Yeah, it's DCA is a good football school. They've been there and done that, and 4 times, and so they know what it's like to be on the top, and they're not going to back down from anybody, and so that's the reason I scheduled them. Again, going back, I think we talked about that last week a little bit, but it can hurt you in the region now to schedule a good team that's not in your region, because if you schedule somebody and they beat you, it can hurt you in the overall bracket if it comes down to a tiebreaker or something like that. So, but I like to schedule competitive games, and I think we've had a really competitive schedule this year, and it's made us better.
And this schedule will be in place for next year as well?
Yes.
So it's just on a 2-year rotation cycle?
Right, it'll just be home and home will swap. But I thought, for the most part, we played well. Hank ran the ball well. Owen did a good job, but defensively, I thought we stepped it up in the second half and played good defense.
I was especially impressed with the linebacker play. Again, your outside linebackers and like I say, Joe Cole in the second half, he was smoking a lot of that second half action.
Yeah, Joe's man. We talk about him
Every
before.
day he's getting better.
He is. He's getting better and better. He's getting stronger in the weight room. He's getting bigger. He's a load out there, and you have Hank in the middle and Joe right there on the outside. It's tough. It's a tough combo right there, and Jacob's doing a good job on the other side as well. So we're getting better and better on defense, and hopefully, that'll play out well for us tonight.
I was looking at some film. I was looking at some of our highlights from earlier in the year, and I was looking at Gabe Lee. Not on the offensive side. We know we can do offensively, but he reacts defensively from the corner spot. He reacts to the ball so well, and he gets there and makes those diving tackles at the ankles. And Gabe don't miss, but he reacts so well to the ball. He gets on there before that running back almost gets to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I've always said Gabe has always been committed to tackling somebody. When he goes in to tackle somebody, he's committed, but that's got him in trouble in the past some as far as teams play action in him and stuff like that and having big plays against him. This year he is also smart. This year he's not just running around trying to make tackles and not worrying about his coverage. He's doing a good job in the coverage game. In fact, he kind of leads the secondary back there and getting everybody where they're supposed to be and doing what he does back there and making calls. And so I've got to give him a lot of credit where credit is due, because like I said, when he was younger, it was more about just trying to get downhill, be committed to making a tackle, but you could fool him every now and then with that. But this year, nobody's been able to fool him, and so he's playing smart, and he's an aggressive player on the run, but he's still a smart pass defender as well.
And what you can especially see a lot of times, I can see him make his reads before he commits to that run, and so that's going to fool an offensive coordinator on the other side, because we might have beat him last year by running an RPO or something, but he's reading it, so he's not going to commit either way right off the bat. He's going to make the offense commit first.
Yeah, he's a little more patient now, I guess is the word. He knows and understands that 6 points, give him 6 yards, not 6 points, and so he's a little more patient in the secondary, make sure that his receiver is not. It's not a play action or RPO or something like that. And then he gets downhill. When he makes up his mind, he gets downhill and does a good job for us there. So, he's just one of those seniors that have played for 4 years, and he understands the game.
Our opponent tonight, Tipton-Rosemark, gave USJ all they wanted to last week, only losing by 10 points. And once again, Nick Fullen showed why he's going to be, for the second year in a row, will be a Mr. Football finalist.
Yeah, he's a good running back, and they got a good team to go around him. I mean, it's you never see one guy excel the way he has and not have some counterparts in there with him. And so they do a good job up front blocking for him, and it's a good scheme. And so, we're expecting a good battle. It's going to be a battle. They battled with USJ last week, and we feel like they're going to come into town this week expecting to battle again.
Almost, I think, right around 1,800 yards rushing, about 3 1/4 on the receiving end. And if you're putting up those kind of numbers, you've got to have a pretty top-notch offensive line blocking for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Those guys are all back from last year, and so this is a veteran team for them that has kind of grown up together in it, and so I think it means a lot to them. And he's kind of the straw that stirs the drink, and so they block well for him, but they've got other runners as well that do just as good. You can't just sit there.
And we're going to go ahead and bow the interviews. We're getting ready for the coin toss. Captains tonight for TCA, it's going to be Owen Atwood. It's going to be Gabe Lee. Also, captains are Sawyer Lee and number 54 for TCA, Ethan Kaufman. the captains for Trinity Christian Academy. TCA in their dark black uniforms, purple pants, black helmets. And we've got USJ. Tipton-Rosemark in their white uniforms with blue trim and white helmets. Kind of reminiscent of an old Miss uniform back in the day. A good crowd from Tipton-Rosemark has made their way over from Memphis, North Memphis area. Probably one of the better visiting crowds we've seen all year besides the USJ game, but a nice crowd from USJ, or from Tipton-Rosemark folks here, and a good crowd for TCA here tonight as well. And the officials are going over the rules and regulations and all that good stuff. And we'll be having the coin toss here in just a minute. It'll be Rosemark calling the coin toss. And then we will just see what happens. Again, TCA coming this ball game. They are 7-2 on the season, and Rosemark is 4-5. A lot of folks watching in already. Kaylee Smith, Ben Vargason, Becky Watson, Matthew Valentine, Lindsey Vincent, Cam Pitts, and Norma Lynn Aiken, Gail Presley among those watching, and we'll see what happens. It looks like TCA has won the toss, and they have elected to receive. TCA will be defending the north or the school end zone, and it will be Tipton-Rosemark defending the south or scoreboard end zone in tonight's ball game. Other ball games getting ready to start. They're about the same position as we are right here, and we can't wait to get this one on. A lot at stake in this ball game, ladies and gentlemen. A lot at stake just down the road, and a lot at stake here at TCA tonight as well. Not many games in West Tennessee, but we're glad you've taken the time out of your day to watch this game right here. And again, the voice of TCA Athletics, Diamond, and I said Diamond, Dave McCulley, the two-time Hall of Famer, is on assignment with Bethel University. They've got some Hall of Fame banquet duties he had to perform, and he will be back next week. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, the kickoff of tonight's ball game. It's TCA football right here on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson. And welcome back to Trinity Christian Academy. We're just about set for kickoff for tonight's ball game between the Rebels of Tipton-Rosemark and your TCA Lions. Tonight's ball game is brought to you in part by Foundation Bank, H.C. Phillips & Sons, City Lumber Company, Premier Dental Center, Mid-Valley Irrigation, Travis Vance with Farm Bureau, you just saw him, and Jeremy Rasnick of Tennessee Drone Services. If you'd like to support the TCA Athletics, buy an ad and support this team as we head into the playoffs, you can visit sports ads at mytcalions.com. That's sports ads at mytcalions.com, and we'll get information to you on how you can become a part of Trinity Christian Academy Athletics. TCA has just run onto the field there in their black outfits tonight with white numbers and black helmets. I believe those uniforms are actually dark purple, and you've got the Johnny Rebs of Rosemark in their white uniforms with red and blue trim. Good-looking uniforms by both teams, and what I like again, Coach, numbers that don't bleed in with the uniforms. I can actually see the numbers. That used to be a law. You had to have white and dark and so forth and so on. Now they've got all this blending. They need to go back to that white and dark thing so old folks like me and old goats like me and you can tell the numbers. You were supposed to go bah sometime on that. That's my imitation of a goat, by the way. Well, I believe kicking off for Rosemark is going to be Colin Corbett, number 9. And back to receive for TCA. And we're expecting a short kick. We got them up at the 15-yard line. That's going to be Owen Atwood back there on the near side. And also for TCA, Cam Harden, number 14, on the far side. And we are underway with this ball game. It's a kick deep into the end zone. Wow, kind of surprised there. A little chicken fighting up front, but kick goes into the end zone, and TCA is going to take over 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Well, Lions will have 80 yards to go if they want to hit pay dirt. And let's see what TCA comes out with. And we've already had, we haven't. Ball's at the 20. I couldn't even hardly see the football. TCA comes out, single back. Receivers split both right and left. Hank Miller is the back. Owen Atwood, the quarterback for TCA. 4-man front, back to pass. Owen, he's flushed out of the pocket and gets it to Hank Miller. And he barrels over, bounces off a runner, bam, bam, and he picks up 7 yards. Owen Atwood was in the grasp of the defender, barely got that ball off, and hammering Hank Miller picks up 7 yards. But that is his first. That's only his 4th reception of the year. His first is early in the season. Boy, that was a big sack-saving play there. It's going to be 2nd and 3 for the Lions. Motion, top of the screen. Miller, handoff. No, option play. Across the 30, first down, and more across the 35, taking down to 36. And we'll see who that is. And that is going to be it's going to be Williamson, pickup of 8 on that play for TCA. First and 10, Lions, just under 11 minutes to go. Here's motion to the bottom. Back to pass, firing, caught. And a pickup of 9 on the play. We'll see who got that one. That was Gabe Lee, the little general. That's Gabe's 34th reception on the year. He's now got 682 yards on the season. It's 2nd and short. Coach, here's one. Do you take a crack and just go for the home run ball downfield because you got 2nd and very short? You take a chance to go home run, or you just run your play and get the first down. They're playing fairly tight. They got one free safety back there. Otherwise, they're within 5 yards of us. Stand-up defensive ends there. Back to pass, the Lions. Pressure. He's going to tuck it and run. He's going to get the first down. And then some. Owen Atwood is going to pick up, he's going to pick up about 6 yards in the play for a TCA. So TCA, with their second first down of this ball game. Good. He couldn't find anybody open right away, and then when the pressure finally got to him, he was able to take off and get the first down for the Lions. 1st and 10, ball just inside Rosemark territory. Motion. Handoff, belly fake. It's going up the middle. Hammer and Hank's going to get 3 yards in the play. His first carry of the ball game. Clay Williams watching this game in Knoxville tonight. Oh, I'd love to show that replay again, trucking them on that chance. We had that earlier. But we won't be able to get back to it until later. Mark Lee watching as well. I love it. I love it when Hank trucks somebody out there. It's a thing of beauty. 2nd and 7 for the Lions. 9:30 to go in our opening quarter of action. No score. TCA on their opening drive of this ball game. Receivers split left and right. Snap throw to the flats. He's going to get first down and more. Pick up a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 yards for the G-man, Gabriel Lee. Here's the replay. Makes a nice cut where the guy's picking up his athletic equipment now. And down to the 36-yard line. 9 minutes to go. TCA's third first down of this drive. 4th first down of the drive. Play up the middle. Short gain for Hammer and Hank. It'll be a 2-yard pickup on the play.
I was trying to say 34-yard line.
Okay, I can see. Yeah. 2nd and 8. 2-yard pickup. Hank, 2 carries, 5 yards. Hank, he's one of those players, Coach, he gets better as the night gets on. He'll get short. Seems like he gets a lot of short yardage in the first half, but in the second half, that's when he starts to rip off his big runs as his physicality really gets and takes over in the ball game. Here's the standard TCA formation. Motion to the bottom of the screen. Press, caught, Williamson. Inside the 25 to the 24. Pickup of 8 on the play, his first catch of the night. His 13th catch. He's got 175 yards. And our 5th first down of the night. 8 minutes to go in our opening quarter. TCA. And I like this, Coach. They're methodically working their way down the field. They're keeping Nick Fullens off the field, and that's a big thing. 7:46 and counting. Motion to the bottom. Snap throw, slant, first down, more. That's Gabe Lee. Breaks a tackle. He's going to have nice yards there down to about the 7-yard line. Pickup of 21 for the G-man, Gabe Lee. 42 yards on 3 receptions for the G-man, the little general, Gabe Lee. TCA very efficient in this first drive as they go down the field. Danielle Davis checking in. Hello, Miss Danielle. Motion, top of the screen. Hank Miller up the middle. No, that was actually Owen Atwood. Kept the ball, and he got hammered. No gain on the play for Atwood. First and goal. That ball is inside. That ball's at the 5, so that's 2nd and goal. I didn't realize it was that deep. Atwood back to pass. He's facing pressure. Fire, caught. Touchdown, Lions. A 9-yard touchdown pass for Owen Atwood. Here's the replay there. Into the corner of the end zone. Gabe Lee, touchdown, Lions. So at the 6:32 mark of our opening quarter, the G-man, Gabe Lee, with the 9-yard reception. Carlson in for the extra point. Snap, place, kick, up. Good. And with 6:32 to go in our open quarter play, TCA leads 7-0. We're going to take a timeout. We're back after this.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
A nice 80-yard drive for TCA, capped off by a Gabe Lee 9-yard touchdown reception from Owen Atwood, and TCA leads 7-0, 6:32 to go. Over on McClellan Road, USJ leads Jackson Christian 3-0, 6:52 to go in the first quarter of that game. Jackson Christian with the football. And they're getting a late start at Nashville Christian. They're still doing opening ceremonies there. Here's the kick. High, short kick. And we got Laundry on the field. Offsides is going to be the call against TCA. No score between Middle Tennessee Christian and PCA. Oh, big run here in this game. Can't tell who's got what uniform, but somebody just ripped off a 50-yard run at Middle Tennessee. Middle Tennessee Christian has got new turf on their field. That's the one. They're at the one end of the airport, and PCA is at the other end of the airport. Here's the kick. Long and going to be picked up at the 18-yard line. Straight up the gut. Pick up some nice yards, and smoking Joe Cole on the tackle for TCA. That was number 13, John Herring, on the return for the Johnny Rebs. One thing you can say about this Rosemark offense, they're going to run an unbalanced line. At least that's what they played a lot against USJ last week. They'll flip-flop the line, and Nix Fullen is going to carry the football a lot of the time. Now, it looks like Fullen is on the left. He is the back on the left-hand side. He will probably be getting the ball going to the right, back towards the middle of the field. Oh, he's going to go straight up the gut. Short gain, pickup of about 2. Fullen with a 2-yard pickup to start the night. Fullen averaging 199.6 yards a game, 28 touchdowns. He's had 900-plus yard games, and he's got 1,796 yards. We'll make that 1,798 yards now on the season. Fullen again. We got the inside reverse going to the left side, to the short side of the field. It's going to be a handoff to number 11. He's not going to get anything on that play. Kingston Word at number 11 picks up no gain on the play. That's one thing that they can do. They will do that little inside reverse, but I'm not a big fan of running that play, Coach, into the short side of the field. It does not give your running back a whole lot to work with, and you can see TCA really had that one well covered. 3rd and 8 for the Johnny Rebs. Here's their shift. You've got a blocking back there behind. Well, we got something going on here. It's going to be Laundry, and this one's going to come back, and Fulham gets nowhere. Owen Atwood with the play. I think both teams, they knew the flag was coming, and you didn't see Nix Fullen running real hard there on that play because he knew that was coming back. Half the line for Rosemark jumped. In other words, and they did decline to play, and they'll take that. A loss of 1 for Fullen, so 2 carries, 1 yard. And I think it's going to be Rosemark coming in to punt. Let's see. They did not have information on their punting unit available. Got a lot of stats from Rosemark, but did not get stats from them punting. High snap over the head. And that was blocked, recovered. Who is that? Is that the big man? Is that Kendall Boyle? Rumbling, stumbling, bumbling, inside the 10, down to the 9. Let's see that one again. Holy cow. Look at that. Look at the big man run. Trucking to the doo-dop end. Trucking until your chips are cashed in. The big man, Kendall Boyle, getting it done. Holy cow. He says he can catch passes, but he just trucked on down there. TCA with the ball at the 8-yard line. Holy moly. My, oh my. And now he's going to come and snap the ball. Coach may need to call a timeout and just give him a break. So he bends over, he might not get back up. So TCA, great field position, 4:15 to go in our opening quarter of action. TCA with the 7-0 lead. Suzanne Atwood, there's a run close to the goal line. Touchdown, Lions. Hammering Hank Miller on the 8-yard touchdown run for the Lions. So mom and dad are happy. 4:06 mark. Lions go, and it's 22 Miller on the 8-yard run for TCA. Carlson on for the extra point. Snap, place, kick, up. No good. Let's see that one again if we can, Coach, or did we weren't able to get that one. I couldn't tell if it was blocked or not, but it is TCA 13 and Rosemark 0. Let's take a quick timeout. We're back after this.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
And we're back. 4:06 to go. TCA leads 13-0. A blocked punt. It was Kendall Boyle recovering that blocked punt and rumbling and stumbling down to the 8-yard line. Hank Miller took it from there. Extra point was no good, and TCA leads by a score of 13-0. Lyndon Terry Warren, Travis Cross, Holly McElroy among those watching. Kick is taken at the 15-yard line. And he's going to get up to about the 30-yard line. Is there a fumble on the play? No. Kept trying to break out. He's going to get up to the 31. Nice return there. 15, 16 yards on the return for the Lions. And they're still doing from the pile. Cam Harden, among others, in on that tackle. 1st and 10. Rosemark at the 31-yard line. Well, we held them to 1 net yard of offense on their first drive. Let's see what we can do on this second drive. Run up the middle. It's Fullen. He's going to pick up about 2 on the play. Make that 3 on the play for Fullen. He's got 3 carries, 4 yards. Yeah, what they're doing there, they're trying to attack the middle because the shortest distance is a straight line, and he just took that and going straight up the gut. Not a bad defensive strategy against TCA because we're going to bring good pressure from the corners as well. Fullen is on the right side now. He's going to take the direct snap. He's going to go left. Cuts upfield. He's going to get a first down, pickup of 8 yards for Nick Fullen and the first down of the night for Tipton-Rosemark. Quarterback making the block. We had him contained a little bit, but Joe Cole was a little inside on that play. Need to take more of an outside angle to that. And it's a first down for the Johnny Rebs. 13-0. TCA leads under 3 minutes to go in our opening quarter of action. Fullen in the left halfback position. No, they're going to give it to an inside back, and he's going to get nowhere. Let's Kingston Word, again, number 11 on the play. They pull a lineman, as you can see. Joe Cole turned around, turned to play inside. Gabe Lee came up, and then we mopped up on the inside Joe Cole. And didn't see who else was in on the tackle, but no gain on the play for Word. That's 2 carries, no yards. 2nd and 10. Dual blocking backs to the right or left. Uh-oh, he's gone. That's going to be 67 yards. No, he gets tackled. Great hustle play. Who was that? Let's see that again. That was Gabe Lee. Fullen with a great hole up the middle. He was at the 43, and he just went all the way down there. And Gabe Lee making the big tackle for TCA. Balls on the 5-yard line. So that was a 52-yard run for Nick Fullen. 64 yards on 5 carries. Well, let's hope that's his biggest run of the night. Ball's at the 5. 64 yards. My mistake. Fullen is the halfback on the left. He's going to go right. Tries to go up the middle, cuts, doesn't get anything. Held at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what the defense did here. TCA's left side of their defensive line did a nice job in getting across the line of scrimmage. TCA crashing down there, and he had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Joe Cole with the initial contact on the play for the Lions. 2nd and goal at the 5. They're going to say, well, the ball's still touching the 5, so officially, yeah, they've corrected that. It's the 5. $1.04 to go in our opening quarter. Here they are flipping the line, and no, we didn't have anything. TC adjusts properly. Fullen, maybe a yard on the play. TC doing a nice job clogging that one up. Here's the replay on it. He's going to go right off the center. TC getting a good push there, and he only picks up 1 on the play. And we'd like to welcome those folks from Rosemark who are watching this broadcast. Bubba DiBiase probably among them. He's a friend of mine with the Rosemark baseball team, had a son playing for them. And rumor has it he is actually related to the $1 Million Man. Inside reverse, gonna pick up a couple of yards. They faked it to Fullen and a little toss to the wingback coming in. Had double wingback with 2 guys pulling. And we've come to the end of the first quarter play. That was Word on that carry. He's going to pick up about 2 on the play. And we've come to the end of the first quarter. TCA 13, the Rebels 0, but the Rebels are threatening. We're back after this.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Chad Wilson, the fine folks at Foundation Bank, sponsoring this broadcast tonight. Nice crowd for TCA here. Good crowd of the folks from Rosemark made the short drive into Jackson, Tennessee. You get off at the bypass exit there at 25, drive north a little bit, jump off, and it's just a couple of turns, and you're there at Tipton-Rosemark. TCA leading 13-0, but Rosemark has the ball at the 1-yard line. And I can pretty much guarantee you right here, it's going to be a full-on dose of Nick's Fullen. 28 touchdowns rushing on the season. He's got 1 receiving, so 29 total touchdowns for Nick's. He was a Mr. Football finalist last year. They're running a double wingback formation to the left. Fullen is on the right. Odds are he's going to be coming to the left on this play. Watch it. He's going to go to the left side, cuts back up, and into the end zone for the touchdown. Nick's Fullen from 1 yard out gets the score, and it's now 13-6. So the Johnny Rebs are on the board at the 11:56 mark. And here comes the extra point attempt for Good. So with 11:56 to go, the Lions' lead has been cut in half. It's TCA 13 and Tipton-Rosemark 7. We'll be back after this. TCA leads 13-7, but it was the Rebels of Tipton-Rosemark, Nick's Fullen with the 1 yard run, and it's 13-7 TCA. It's still over at USJ. It's still USJ 3 and Jackson Christian nothing. USJ with the ball at their own 17-yard line. And it's going to be Colin Corbett to kick off for TCA. Uh-oh, that's a live ball. And we get on. We kind of overran that one, misplayed that one, but TCA will start at the 21-yard line. Yeah, we kind of, that ball stopped and it died, and then we kind of fumbled a little bit. Gabe Lee got back on it, though. The grass is still a little bit wet out there. It's in much better shape than it was 2 days ago. But you could just see that ball Gabe was expecting that ball to kind of roll to him a little bit, and it didn't do it. It just kind of died on there. And so he had to really dig for it and reach. But it'll be 1st and 10 Lions at their own. Oh, it's Blackjack at the 21. You got to like it when TCA starts out with Blackjack. TCA in their standard 2-by-2 formation. Hank Miller with the score for TCA. Back to pass, looking long, looking left. Into double coverage and incomplete. Oh, we do have laundry. Ball is intended for number 8, Lake Helton. And it's against TCA. And so, if that was what I think it was, that was offensive pass interference. That's going to be a big boy penalty. Now, they just waved off that call and called something else. But TCA is going to set up shop. We haven't decided yet. Ooh, this is a big boy. That's a 15-yard penalty for TCA. So it'll be 1st and 25. Ball's at about the 11. Looks more like 25 to me, but oh well. We'll see. TCA again, the 2-by-2. Motion to the bottom of the screen. Owen Atwood kept on the option. And he's going to get up to about the 20-yard line. So a pickup of 9 for Atwood on the play. 3 carries, 15 yards for Atwood. TCA with 28 yards. 36 yards of rushing on the night. Second and about 12. Much more manageable play here. Back to pass. Running to the outside. Looking. Running out of room. Fran Tarkington fires. And TCA wants a flag. Not going to get it. Gabe Lee preaching the case. They didn't see it. They didn't get it. We'll see if we can't see it again, but well, folks, you make the call on that. Betty Lucky checking in. Laura Kraft, Mary Stutz. He'll be 3rd and 12 for TCA. Elizabeth Taylor, no, not that one, is watching. I thought it was the actress that was watching last week. Well, this Elizabeth is just as pretty as the actress, though. Back to pass. Caught! Close to a first down. And that is Williamson, number 6, with the 12-yard reception, 2 for 20. And a first down for the Lions. Great catch with a man all over him. You saw it right there. Nice catch by Williamson. He's now got 14 on the year. Approaching 200 yards. One of the living legends of TCA basketball, TB Thomas Barnes, checking in tonight. Thank you for your service to our country, TB. Motion to the top. Hammer and Hank. Yards. First down. Moore picks up. Oh, let's give him 12 on the play. Hank with his biggest run of the night. 4 carries, 25 yards. Gail, I agree with you. Justin Miller didn't have nice things to say about you, Gail, but I punched him in the mouth for you. 2-by-2 formation for TCA. 10 minutes to go. Kason Moore checking in. Hank Miller up the middle. Trucks over for about a 7-yard gain for the Lions. Let's see this one again. Watch him. He's going to get sacked. They blitz right into the hole. He takes it. Initially stopped, and he breaks through and trucks this guy here. Just bends him in half and crumples him to the ground to get across the 50 into Tipton-Rosemark territory. USJ leads 3-0. They've got the ball at their own 49-yard line driving. And the pass was incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Gail Preston says, good, do it some more. Oh, you're an angel, Miss Gail. 3rd and about 5. A short 5, long 4. Snap throw, short. TCA wants to say he caught it. Let's see it again. Looks like an incomplete. Unless we were zoomed in, I can't really make that call. Looked incomplete, Coach. 4th and 5. Looks like we're going to be going for it here for the Lions. TCA's first 4th down possession attempt of the night. And we got the replay one more time. Motion to the bottom of the screen. Quarterback draw. He's going to get the first down and more to the 40-yard line. No. Let's see that play here. Owen Atwood going to go left side, crossing midfield. He's picking up 10, close to 15 on that play for the Lions. Ball's at the 38. About a 13-yard play. 4 carries, 28 yards for the senior quarterback. $86 yards passing, 28 running. Inside handoff up the middle, Hammer and Hank grinds out the play. Great blocking by TCA up the middle here. A little trap there. That was basically that was trap 327, Sean Layden. 2nd and 8. With the right guard pulling on that, that would have been Dan Winiger pulling on that play, old buddy. 34 yards on 6. Atwood back to pass. Looking, good protection. Breaks down. Uses the official as a pick. He gets down. He's going for more. Down to the 27-yard line. And the official's showing he's got some. And that's going to be a first down for TCA. No. Pickup of 9 on the play. Can we see that one? Oh, we're not going to have time to see it again. 37 on 5 carries. But he did the smart thing. He was being chased by the receivers, and he used the official as a pick. Official is part of the field, so that's legal. Official's a tough guy, though. Looks like he played ball in his past. First down, Lions. I bet your coach didn't draw that play up that way, but it did work. 2 by 2. Snap throw into the flat, caught. First down and more. Inside the 20, inside the 15. Who is that? Lake Helton with his first catch of the night. He's going to pick up, let's see. We'll get that in a minute. Ball's going to be at the 16, 15, that's a 14-yard line. Helton with his first catch and big yards. Helton with 17 catches and over 300 yards. I kind of like calling the game off of the monitor. It's only because we got great camera work. I also need him to help me down the steps after the game. Hank Miller up the middle for a short gain. Pickup of 1 on the play. I did not get his number, and I apologize to the young man for that. But one of the TCA players, one of the underclassmen, gave me a hand, carried some stuff up the steps for me, and stayed with me until I made it all the way to the top of the steps and safely inside the press box. I did not get his number, but that young man, the Lord knows who you are, and you were good. You're a good man, and you are appreciated. Clay Williams goes, does Hank own a trucking company? Well, I've talked to Pops about that. He's into long irrigation, but if Hank wants to truck people, I'm sure Hank, Justin would probably buy a couple of trucks and let Hank go at it. It'll be 3rd and 10. Ball at the 15-yard line, 6 minutes to go. In our opening quarter, USJ now leads Jackson Christian 10-0. Pass incomplete. Here's the replay on that. Little down. Oh, he fell. That's why. Got his timing off. And he wasn't able to hold on to that one. It'll be 4th and long. TCA going to come up with a field goal attempt here. This is going to, we're going for it on fourth down. 4th and 10. Atwood looking, firing. Caught! Very close to the first down is Gabe Lee. Inside the 5, down to the 4. That should be a first down. Snap throw, Gabe Lee, he's crunch. Good coverage there. And They're going to say he was short of the spot, I think. Yeah, he was short of the spot, which is probably the right call on that play. Picks up 9, 5 receptions for 60. So what it really ends up being like is we took that reception, drove downfield, burned a lot of clock, which you're keeping full and off the field, and then you punted the ball and they're deep in their territory. 10-0 USJ with the lead over Jackson Christian. And Rosemark with the ball at their own 5. Got to be careful here. They had not attempted a pass tonight. There you can see the unbalanced line. Pass here. Oh, they drop. Ooh. Got a whistle, and it's going to be against Tipton-Rosemark. Very lucky there because the quarterback flubbed. How does the center be offsides? That's what it looked at, but going to move that back 2.5 yards, and the Johnny Rebs, Phil, or Coach Phil, or Coach P, whatever. 2.5 yard penalty there, but now the Rebels in very, very precarious position here. They've got Fulham back there at the left halfback. Chances are he's going to get the ball either go up the middle or right. Inside reverse. Ooh, close to a safety. Just got it out of the end zone. Word with that, lost a yard on the play. Good job of defense. Who is that to come across that? That was Hank Miller with a big defensive read there. Do not like those fancy plays deep in your own territory like that. You've got a Mr. Football candidate, our finalist last year, and you have him hand the ball off. Take him, plow straight up the middle, and get what you can. Back to pass. Running, and incomplete. So it's going to be 4th and about 14, and Rosemark is going to have to punt from their own end zone. Yeah, that quarterback, he was just running to get rid of that ball. Nobody in the neighborhood. Oh, yeah, there was one receiver out there. But they're saying it's 3rd down. I thought it was 4th down. I apologize. 3rd and 10. It's got to be 3rd and 11. That's more like 3rd and 14. Fulton's going to take it and go right side. And boy, do we have him bottled up. Gain of nothing on the play. 9 carries, 66 yards. Most of that coming on a 52-yard run on his 5th carry of the game that did not score. Great defense by the left side of that TCA offensive line. TCA was wanting a safety, did not get the call. And now it will be 4th and 14.5 yards. Ball's inside the 1. And he's standing basically on the end line. He got this one away. Good roll. Ball's going to go dead at the 44-yard line of Tipton-Rosemark, and that's where TCA will take over. 1st and 10 with their best field position to start a drive in this game. TCA leads 13-7, 4:08 to go in the first half of play. Over at USJ, they now lead Jackson Christian 17-0, 8:43 to go in the second quarter of that ball game. Jackson Christian now with the ball at their own 20-yard line. And we're going to go ahead and keep it here because I talked too long. I should have, but I'm doing everybody's job tonight except Coach P's, and I've got my eyes moving everywhere. A little bit different formation, still 2-by-2. There's motion to the top of the screen. Back to pass. Hank with the catch. Look at that! That is probably the greatest 3-yard reception you'll ever see. Look at this. Hank out of the backfield with his second reception. catches it with a guy all over him and then drags him 5 yards, and the play is going to be a pickup of 3 for Hank Miller. 2 receptions, 10 yards for Hammer and Hank. You saw those wheels turning. Hank Miller. Oh, no, that was an option play. Fooled everybody there. And that was Williamson with the ball. There's the fake handoff where I got fooled. Pitch. They didn't cover the option. And it's going to be a 3rd down for TCA, 3rd and short after that 5-yard pickup by Williamson. Back to pass. Quarterback draw. First down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Pickup of 5 for Owen Atwood. More importantly, a first down, TCA. 6 carries, 42 yards for the senior quarterback. It'll be 1st and 10. Lions at the Rosemark, 29. Unsportsmanlike against Rosemark. And we'll tack that one on to the end of the play, I think. That could be one of those where one more he's out of the game, whoever it was, didn't see who it was, didn't see anything unsportsmanlike. The official writing a second version of War and Peace Volume 2 in his notepad. And now we're going to mark it off. And this is one of those big boy penalties. It's going to put TCA in great field position. TCA with the ball at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10. Atwood to the corner. No. Nice try, but threw it into coverage. But it was thrown to the only place it could go. Coach Hogue with the deliverer of food. Almost got that down. So it'll be 2nd and 10, 2:24 to go in our first half of action. TCA up 13-7. Atwood back to pass, looking. He's going to take that draw. He's got room in the middle, goes to the outside, down to the 5-yard line. Pickup of 9 for Owen Atwood. 7 carries. He's got Dick Butkus on the night, 51 yards rushing. TCA offense with 99 yards of rushing in this game. Over 100 passing. So we're about 200 yards of offense. Snap throw, incomplete. That play intended for Williamson. Well defended there. There we took a step forward. There they are charging for the. Rosemark had that play scouted out. Nice job of defense by the Rebs on that play. 20-0 USJ. Actually, it's 17-0. I'm watching it live. Unless I'm on a delay, which I'm not. But Chris, it's 17-0, son. Timeout on the field. We're going to take one with them, but $1:39 to go. TCA leads 13-7. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We're back after this.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
And we're back. TCA with the ball just inside the 5-yard line, buck 39 after the timeout. That's 4th and 1. Coach B, I think I'm going up the middle on this one. Let Hank get the yards. Only 3 things can happen when you pass the ball, and 2 of them are bad. You hand the ball off to Hank, something good's always going to happen. Long count, blitz coming. We tried to get them to jump. They didn't bite. Got a B gap wide open here. Here's motion. Hank Miller, first down. Down to about the 2-yard line, pickup of 3. And much more importantly, first and goal for the Lions. Minute 35 remaining in our first half of action. TCA has really, it's only 13-7, but Coach, you feel like TCA has really dominated this game, except for one run. TCA has basically dominated this game. Motion to the bottom. Hank, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. A little bit of chicken fighting there. Good job, number 2 for Rosemark, breaking that up. Nayland Ezel breaking the play up. Good sophomore leadership there. Not getting his own man in trouble. Clock's ticking at 43 seconds. Game clock's at 25. Second and goal. Atwood back to the pass to the corner. Touchdown, Lions! And we'll have to see who that was. Lake Helton with a 2-yard reception for the Lions. And TCA extends their lead. TCA is going to call a timeout. They may be thinking about going for 2 here, Coach. We're going to take one with them. TCA leads 19-7. We're back after this.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson. Tennessee's Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance agency of yours truly, and Travis Vance is my personal agent. He's also a very good friend of mine. Travis Vance, Phil, I was with a major company, and I was happy with the insurance. Had a good agent. If I talked to Travis saved me over $100 a month on my homeowner and auto insurance. TCA going to go for 2 here. Probably an RPO. Snap throw. Into the corner. No good. So, with 28 seconds to go, TCA leads 19-7. We'll take another timeout, and we're back after this.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
And we're back. TCA with a 19-7 lead. And Chris, you're right. When I switched from one video to another, it slowed the video down, or it stopped it, and that's why I was behind. I did not know that. I thought we'd keep rolling. Tristan Vales checking in. But you were right, and I was wrong. Kick out of bounds. And Rosemark will take over the ball. Nick's full on 9 rushes for 61 yards. 52 of it was on one play. And it is 20-0 USJ at the half. Coach calls the troops over, and they're going to re-kick. I wonder if they may be going for an onside kick here, bringing the troops over here. But USJ well on their way to securing first place in the region. If that score remains true and TCA takes care of business, we'll end up with the number 2 seed. Still got over half of football to play, though, so we can't be talking about that stuff at this moment. And we'll Nashville Christian leading Friendship Christian. Second quarter, actually, it's at halftime now, 21-7. So Nashville Christian, it's a contest. It's still anybody's game, but Nashville Christian with a 21-7 lead. I know this song that they're playing on the PA. I can't think of the name of the band, though. It's a good band, though. Full on, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He may lose a half a yard. Great job. Look at the push by the TCA defensive line. Nice gang tackling. Hank Miller and others. They're going to say no gain. You hear that TCA band, the drum line, they're getting busy with it. Or as we used to say when I was back in the shoe game, they're getting jiggy with it. That's back when certain guys were just musicians and not actors yet. The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones or something like that's the name of this group. Band off the East Coast. Very talented. So it'll be 2nd and 10 ball at the 45-yard line for the Johnny Rebs. Okay, you've got Word in the backfield now as the left halfback. You've got Fullen's out as a wide receiver. They're going to throw the ball, and they're going to go for Fullen. Quarterback rushing. Gets it in the flats. Breaks one tackle. Breaks another, and they got the first down. I believe, yep, that was to Nick's Fullen. They've got to try and get the ball to him any way that they can, Phil. We're doing a real good job limiting Fullen on the ground. But so they got to try and get the ball into, and Nick Fullen is also Tipton-Rosemark's leading receiver as well. So a timeout on the field. 3.8 seconds to go. That one was called by Rosemark. Again, Nashville Christian leads Friendship Christian 21-7 at halftime. USJ leads Jackson Christian 20-7 at halftime. And if I can find my little cursor. I can't tell who's. Somebody's leading the Middle Tennessee Christian game 13-7. And I can't tell who it is because the scoreboard is not well lit. Back to pass. Pressure. Heat's coming. And take that quarterback to food, right? Because he just got sacked to end the half. Your score at the half. TCA 19. And the Rebels of Tipton-Rosemark 0. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, scores, stats, and analysis. TCA leading 19-7. You're watching TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson. You thought I was kidding, didn't you? Coach P, we're having fun here at the old ballpark. Well, we're at the half, and TCA leads this ball game by a score of 19-7. A game at TCA, except for one play, has really pretty much dominated this ball game. Are the Lions dominating this game? Even though it's only a 12-point game, TCA really in control of this ball game. Let's take a look at the stats from the first half. For Tipton-Rosemark, Posey with -3 yards on that sack. Excuse me. Word with negative, he's got 1 yard of rushing on 4 carries. And Nick Fullen, 10 carries, 66 yards, and a 1 yard touchdown. He had 52 yards on his 5th play from scrimmage. That set up their first score. For Rosemark, they've got 63 yards on the ground, 11 through the air. Tipton-Rosemark held in the first half to 74 yards of total offense. Nick Fullen with 66 rushing and 11 receiving, so he's got 77 yards of net offense, and as a team, they have 74 yards. For TCA, Williamson, 2 carries for 13 yards. Atwood, 7 carries for 51. Hank Miller, 8 carries for 38 yards and a touchdown. His touchdown on an 8-yard run. TCA with 102 yards rushing. Receiving, Gabe Lee, 5 receptions for 60 yards and a 9-yard touchdown. Williamson with 2 receptions for 28. Lake Helton with 2 receptions for 16 and a 2-yard touchdown. And Hank Miller, 2 receptions for 10. So Atwood with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 completions in the first half for 124 yards. TCA with 226 yards of total offense. Another of the TCA living legends of TCA football, Chase Diggs, checking in. He had to get back in the Wayback Machine. He played back in the old days. But Chase Diggs is a very fine football player, too. Glad he's watching. TCA with 226 yards of total offense in the first half, and they lead the ball game by a score of 19-7. We're going to take a look at the scoring summary here. In the first quarter at the 6:32 mark, Gabe Lee caught a 3-yard touchdown pass from Owen Atwood. It was a 9-yard touchdown reception from Owen Atwood. The Carlson extra point was good. TCA led 7-0. Then, a little over 2 minutes later, TCA had a 8-yard run from Hammer and Hank Miller. The extra point was no good. TCA led at the end of 1 quarter play by a score of 13-0. Right after the beginning of the first quarter, it was Rosemark getting the ball. Matter of fact, with 11:56 in the first quarter, Nick Fullen went over from 1 yard out. The extra point was good. That closed the gap down to 13-7. Then with 28 seconds to go in the first half, from 11:56 to 28 seconds before we score a touchdown, TCA just dominating the TOP in the first half of play. It was Helton on a 2-yard reception. The 2-point conversion was no good, and we're here at the half. TCA leads by a score of 19-7. If Jay would be so kind, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll get you some scores from around the state. You're watching the halftime show on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips and Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
And welcome back to Trinity Christian Academy Football. TCA, as you can see, leads the Johnny Rebs of Tipton-Rosemark 19-7. We've got finals starting to come in from around the state. We're going to get you some of those. Hampton 54, Cloudland 22 final. Tennessee 41-7 over Daniel Boone. It was Davy Crockett beating Cook County 49-7. It was Gatlinburg Pittman beating Chucky Doak 52-7. It is Sevier County 40, Morristown West 7, North Green 49, Unica 24. It is Ray County leading Walker Valley 16-10. Giles County and Sequatchie County tied at 14. A lot of halftime scores. We're not going to give those right now. Henry County leads Kirkwood 36-21, 4:49 to go in the second quarter of that. Munford leads Memphis Central 22-14. Memphis Central, a good team. That game's at the half. It's a final. Concord Christian defeats Grace Baptist 49-13. Concord Christian will be the number 3 seed in the West, Grace Baptist will be the number 5 seed. And I'll tell you who the number 4 seed is going to be. It's going to be Providence Academy. So the game that I'm covering, it's Middle Tennessee Christian PCA. That will decide first and second in the East region. That ball game's 13-7 at the half, but I can't tell who's winning because the scoreboard's no good. Let's see if there's any other scores. Providence Academy won 42-7, or they're leading 42-7. Nashville Christian leads Friendship Christian 21-7 at the half. No score on FACS and Fayette Academy. Lausanne leads North Point Christian 27-7. USJ 20-0 at the half over Jackson Christian. And, of course, TCA leading 19-7 over the Rebels of Tipton-Rosemark here with about 2 minutes to go in the halftime. We're going to take a quick timeout, a 2-minute break. When we come back, second half action right here on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson. And welcome back to Trinity Christian Academy, TCA, with the 19-7 lead. You say, Stan, 19-7, that's a pretty good ball game. Trust me when I say this, folks, TCA has pretty much dominated this ball game this afternoon or this evening. Outside one run by their Mr. Football candidate, Nick Folling, 52 yards. He's been held to runs of 2, -1, 3, 8, 52, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 0. So Folling on his last 5 carries, he's got 2 yards. That's defense. That's defense. 5 carries, 2 yards. His last 5, he had 64 in his first 5 and 2 in his last 5. So whatever Darren Bowling's doing is working. Great defensive effort by TCA tonight. Absolutely great effort. Offense. This is typical Darren Bowling football. Even though we're passing the ball, we're grinding it. We're not going for the home run balls. We're going for the controlled passing game, and we're just grinding out the yardage in this ball game. And that's what I like to see. TCA in total control of this game. You know, you get TCA with one more score here, you know, and punching up to a full 2-score lead, you know, almost a 3-score lead. You have to feel pretty good about TCA's chances in this ball game. And with the USJ leading 20-0. Oh. Well, we've got some interesting things maybe going on in the press box. Not sure, but we're about set for the kickoff here in the second half. Coach, I won't tell you what I thought it smelled like. That's what it smells like. And this time it wasn't me. So TCA will kick off to start this half. Had a security Jay Cashin coming up. That's 13-7, but I do not know who's winning the ball game because their scoreboard's not working right. Second half just started. PCA's in the white. Here's a short kick. Take it back up, man. He goes down at the 33-yard line. Catching that was Connor Val. And so Nashville Christian will have good field position to start this second half. Gosh almighty. Ball at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10. The Johnny Rebs. Fullen's going to take that ball, go right up the middle, cut left. He's going nowhere. Gain of a yard. Sam Davis, among others, in there on the tackle. 2nd and 9. So that's 3 yards in his last 6 carries. Watch him. He'll go off for a 50-yarder here. Hope not. Back to passes. Posey looking, firing. And we cannot take phone calls. The governor's calling me. I won't even take a phone call from the governor during a game, Coach. Pass incomplete will be 3rd and 9. Gina Keltner watching. That means she's keeping Brad in check. Okay, you got Fullen lining up a blocking back. Look for an inside reverse here. Here you go. There he goes. And he's going to get 8 on the play. Had that one scouted out. Joe Cole on the tackle. 75 yards. They're going to give him the first down on that. They gave him 9. Yeah, when Fullen lines up as one of the wing backs and he's the inside guy, you can bet they're running the inside reverse. Fullen lined up at that wing back spot again. They tried the fake, and that was to number 2, Ezel. He got nothing. Same play, 2 plays in a row, just a different handoff, trying to distract TCA. We weren't biting. Solid defense. 2nd and 10. Finding Fullen's like, where's Waldo? Fullen to the outside. Nice tackle on the play. It's the G-Man, the little general, Gabriel Lee. 3-yard loss for Fullen. Third and 13. Ball at the 40. Great defensive effort by the G-Man from the cornerback position, reading that play and coming up to get it. Fullen is going to line up as the right halfback. Up the middle or to the left if it's a rush. Fake the reverse. Oh, he's covered up. He's going to lose another yard. So Fullen going backwards, and that's going to be 4th and 13. And, Coach, I think they're going to go for it. And they are. You know it's going to be a play of Fullen somewhere. Empty backfield. Fullen is at the bottom of your screen in the slot back position. Ball's on the ground. Fires and incomplete. Bad snap. Messed that whole play up. And TCA will take over 1st and 10 at the Johnny Rebs 40-yard line. So, 8:50 to go. TCA up by 12, 19-7. Scores 13-7 the PCA Middle Tennessee Christian game, but I cannot tell who is leading because the scoreboard is not lit real well, and it doesn't show the names. But it is PCA with the ball in Middle Tennessee Christian territory. PCA gets outside, gets the first down to about the 25.
According to the score clock, this team with the ball is losing because they got a football by the losing score.
Okay, so it looks like it's Middle Tennessee Christian leading that ball game at 13-7. Coach P with the official information on me. So we're going to go with that. My Miss Peggy Scarlett Curry checking in. Hello, Miss Peggy. We love you. And we're thinking of you. It was a good visit with you today, my sweetheart. 2nd and 10. 2-by-2 with Hank. Here's motion to the bottom. Oh, bad snap. And we're going to lose 10, 11, 12, 13 yards in the play. Well, it's going to put TCA back in their own territory. They're going to call that about the 46-yard line. Thirteen to 7, Middle Tennessee Christian, we think, is leading PCA, but PCA driving inside Middle Tennessee Christian territory at the 26. We'll keep you up to breast of that. Motion. Comes the option, kept it. Atwood, big yards. All the way down to the 38 of Tipton-Rosemark. 12, 13, 14, 16 yards on the pickup for Owen Atwood. It'll be 4th and 6. Excuse me, folks. Well, what we do know is, should this score hold up, TCA will be at home next week. Should the score hold up, and it's by no means over, but TCA needs to win this game if we want to host a playoff game. Atwood, pressure. Hank, he's got room. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Hammering Hank Miller on the 37-yard reception, his 3rd of the game, and the Lions extend their lead. Hammer and Hank is the safety valve, and he powers into the end zone for the score. Behold everything. Laundry on the field. It's going to be a penalty coming off of about the 17-yard line. It's going to be a 10-yarder. So we're going to pick up a first down. It's going to be an 11-yard run or 11-yard reception for Hank instead. So for those of you scoring this game at home, make that an 11-yard reception and a first down. There's a hole or a block in the back. I did not see which. But it's first down at TCA. 5:08 to go in the third, and there's a timeout on the field, 13-7. Rung up the middle, they stop Hank. 55. Levi Pitt with the tackle for the Lions. Second, about 13, second and 12, we'll say. Loss of 2 on the play. 2-by-2s, left hash, back to pass, facing some pressure. He throws, short hopped it. Trying to get Gabe Lee coming back to the ball. You're going to see pressure. The pressure came from his backside, so he starts to roll. He got rid of the ball and just short hopped it. So it'll be 3rd and 13. And we got some sort of delay here. Not sure what it is. Here we go. Atwood, pitch, Hank. First down! Lions, 13, 14, 15 yards for Hammer and Hank Miller. 51 yards on 10 carries. Hank at 5.1 yards a carry, right about his average. So Hammer and Hank, he not blazing fast speed. He's one of those more workmanlike blue-collar runners. You know what you're going to get with Hank, and you're going to get good things happen. He just goes to work and gets stronger as the game goes on. Atwood back to pass. Pressure. Rolling to his left. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run. And that's a flag, unnecessary roughness on 20. So ball down to the, you're going to see it here. Ball was down to the 5, and then the unnecessary roughness. So that was, it's going to pick up 11 on the play. Nine carries, 78 for Owen Atwood rushing the ball. And this game a couple times, Tipton-Rosemark, Phil, they've been their own worst enemy a couple of times. A couple of penalties, not the right kind. Questionable play call earlier in the game that have led to TCA points. And not that TCA wasn't going to score on this drive anyway, but they're making it easier with that unnecessary roughness penalty. So it's going to be 1st and goal at the 3. Motion. Hank Miller, nowhere. Handoff was a little bobbled there. Loss of 3 on the play. Eleven carries for 48 yards. It's 14-13, and I believe PCA has just taken the lead. Yes, PCA has taken the lead. They're the team on the right of the scoreboard. So they now lead the homestanding Middle Tennessee Christian Cougars. So two teams that play at opposite ends of the airport. Here's a catch. Close to the goal line. Williamson's going to pick up 4 on the play. He's got 3 catches for 32 yards. Third and goal for the Lions. Brad Keltner checking in. I bet you China's taking care of you tonight, huh? Got you in check, buddy. You're probably golfing with a insurance agent that I know tomorrow. Hank Miller. Give him 6 on the 1-yard touchdown run for the Lions. Straight handoff in the middle for the score. 4 minutes to go, and TCA's lead is 25-7. So you look at this game and you feel like you're in total control. I don't feel totally comfortable with it, but you feel like we're in very good control of this ball game. Motion. Oh, that was the replay. Going for the 2-point conversion. And we got it. 2-point conversion is good. 27-7 TCA. We're back after this 1-minute timeout.
H.C. Phillips and Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Rodney Baumgartner, Jamie Paguaga, Brad Keltner, and Will Keltner watching. There's the onside kick, recovered by Max Anthony. So Mad Max Anthony gets his name in the books tonight. Brad, here's the story on Tipton-Rosemark, Mr. Football finalist candidate, Nick Fullen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Get 9, 10. 8 yards on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9 carries. His last 9 carries, he's got 8 yards. There's the run by Fulham there, picks up 4. $75 yards. There's a piece of news or trivia I could give you, but I'm not going to jinx it. I'm going to wait till the end of the game, and if it still holds true, then I'll give you the trivia. I do not want to jinx it. Fullen at the slot back down at the bottom. This is a pass. Pressure. He gets rid of it. Caught for a loss. Jacob Joyce with that was actually Nick Fullen. I thought he was on the right, so Nick Fullen with a 1-yard loss in that play, 2 receptions for 10. Be 3rd and 12. 27-7, TCA with the lead, 2:40 and counting. Wing back right, slot right, tight end left. Nothing. Nada. Look at the TCA defense get the push on this. TCA winning the battle at the line of scrimmage. Joe Cole with the initial contact. I mean, he got maybe a foot, maybe 2 feet. We're going to call it no gain. Okay, Fullen is now as a wideout here at the bottom of your screen, the back guy. Could be a bubble screen. No, he's going downfield. Looking. Here comes pressure. And send him to food right, because for the second time tonight, that quarterback, Mr. Posey, just got sacked. Great pressure. Who was that? That was White with a big tackle. Casey White with a big play. You know, since he's gotten into the lineup, he's played really well. Really well. Now, Rosemark on the punt. They've had an adventure a couple of times punting the football tonight. Or once punting and a couple of times passing, they've had some snapping adventures. Well, actually, 2 snaps, 2 punts. So we blocked one, and the big man rumbled and stumbled. Wouldn't it be great if he got this one too? Big Kendall Boyle we're talking about. And they try to fake. Let's see that again. Okay. No, that was, I don't know where I'm at. Pass was incomplete by TCA. Mercy. Well, I can't pay attention every play. I missed one. 2nd and 10 for the Lions. Oh, that was 4th down. They went for it on 4th down. That's okay. Snap throw, slant, caught. Williamson, close to the 1st down, pickup of 8. 4 catches, 40 yards for Williamson. Reed Williamson with 16 receptions. He's now over the 200-yard mark for the year. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 2, let's say. Long 2. Short 3. Owen Atwood keeps it. 1st down. Tripped up. But he gets the 1st down. Pick up a 4 on the play. 82 yards for Owen. On 10 carries, averaging 8.2. Under a minute to go in the half, or in the quarter. It is still PCA leading Middle Tennessee Christian 14-13, but Middle Tennessee Christian has the ball on the PCA 20. Atwood rolling, turns the corner. He's going to run, 1st down, and out of bounds. Pickup of 10. And a 1st down for the Lions. So Owen Atwood closing in on the 100-yard mark rushing in this game. Standard 2x2 set for TCA tonight as they've been in most of the night. Miller, the lone back, motion to the bottom of the screen, hand off to Miller, up the middle, touchdown, hammering Hank Miller. He was not touched from 14 yards out. Let's see that again. Great blocking up the middle. Look at that. A short pull, inside trap, lead blocking there. He was not touched. Great job of blocking to the 4-hole, or the 2-hole with a short trap. Touchdown Lions from 14 yards out. Wait a minute. Yeah, it was a touchdown. Whew. I'm losing it. 2-point conversion, snap, throw, fired. No good. TCA 33, the Rebels 7. We're back after this.
H.C. Phillips and Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
And welcome back to Trinity Christian Academy, where TCA, on the strength of a Hank Miller 14-yard touchdown run, the 2-point conversion was no good. They lead 33-7. Let's see, Hank Miller. And it's 33-7 Lions. Well, TCA really now in total control of this game. We'll have one more play here, plus the kick, probably in our third quarter. Ball picked up. Good TCA defense. Oh! Oh! Joe Cole and others laying the wood down. Look at this one. It's a nice return for the young man, but look at Joe Cole coming here at the bottom right of your screen. Bam! With that right shoulder. Takes him to the woodshed. Yes, sir. Or as a scene that I like to call Joe Smoking Joe Cole, he took him to the smokehouse. 8.7 seconds to go in our third quarter of action. TCA leading 33-7. Pass. Oh! And a sack. The third of the game ends our third quarter of play. TCA leads 33-7. The faithful fourth quarter awaits. We're back after this.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
And we begin the fourth quarter of play. TCA leads 33-7. TB, most likely it'll be Franklin Christian. That's a new school that just started playing 11-man football. It'll probably be Franklin Christian out of Franklin, Tennessee next week, right here. And then we would play the winner of the Middle Tennessee Christian PCA game, which is going on right now. I believe PCA leads 14-13. Well, they tried the inside reversing. It goes nowhere. No gain on the play. TC, did you see Joyce? Show me that one more time. I want to show you something here. Watch Jacob Joyce, number 15, the right linebacker. I don't think we're going to be able to get it, but Jacob came in, turned, the play was coming in, he came in there, came across, and turned the whole play back to the inside. Perfect Textbook defense. Textbook defense by the Sophomore. Nothing again. Here's the replay. Fullen, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Brett Lewis. I hear you, TB. Where are you serving at, TB? Where are you at, brother? Back to pass. Pressure. Caught. First down and more. Fullen. He is the leading receiver. On a fourth down play, they convert. From the 16-yard line, they convert. 26, 36, 40, 32 yards on the reception. 42 yards receiving on 3 receptions is Nick Fullen. Going right up the middle is Fullen. He's going to maybe get 3. He was tackled immediately or got a hold of, and somebody's got a hold of, not letting go. Whoever that is, I couldn't see, but whoever that is had a death grip on Nick Fullen. Pick up a 4 on that play. We're glad you're back in the States, Buggy. 2nd and 6. Fullen adjusted. He's going to take the ball, go right side. Maybe 1 yard. Maybe a yard. I'm being beneficial in giving it to him. Unofficially, 19 carries for 78 yards. PCA, we think, now leading Middle Tennessee Christian 21-13. 3rd and 5. Inside reverse. Spread him out, loses yards in the play. Losing 4. Look at this. Great containment by the TCA defense. They tried pulling 3 people, and they could get nothing off of it. TCA did a great job extending that defense, and we have them lined up to make that excellent, excellent, excellent defense by TCA. Textbook, I'm telling you. It's beautiful to watch. Really beautiful. 8 minutes and counting. High snap. Fullen gets it. 4th down play, and he got nothing. Sam the Bam Davis with the tackle. Nick Fullen, 20 carries and 79 yards, or 78 yards. Averaging less than 4 yards a carry. Phenomenal defense. We'll be at home, TB. TCA back to pass. Pressure. Atwood looking. Cuts outside, cuts back inside. Going to lose maybe a yard. Was real smart and just ran the ball out of bounds. 91 on 12. Oh, they're going to say he lost a couple, 3 on the play. I didn't see it that way, but that's okay. Who am I to argue with the officials when Larry Lewis is in the house? Top of the screen motion. Keeps it. Option. Throw. And a pickup of 1 on the play for Harden. Cam the Bam with his first carry of the night. He's got 1 yard. The 26-point lead for the Lions. And remember, USJ only beat this very team, by 10 just last week. I'll get you a score from that USJ game here in a minute. Handoff Miller. Big yards, first down, and more. 8, 9 yards for Hammer and Hank Miller. $72 yards on 14 carries and 3 touchdowns for Hammer and Hank. He's been a workhorse tonight. 3. Back to pass, looking, thrown, caught, spin, 8-yard pickup. And we'll see who that was. Reed Williamson picks up 8. Reed Williamson has quietly had a very good night. 5 receptions, 48 yards. Remember, after the game, we're going to have a little bit longer post-game show because we'll go over the playoff brackets. We'll just give Coach P a heads up there. It'll be a little bit longer post-game show tonight, so stay with us. Hank Miller. Twist, turns, close to the first down. Just short pickup of 2.5. We'll give him a 2. 74 on 15 for Hammer and Hank. 3 big touchdowns on the night, 3 receptions as well. So 95 yards of total offense unofficially for Hammer and Hank tonight. Third and short. Option, toss, Hank. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another one. To the 16, to the 17. A 12-yard pickup. Watch this. Breaks the 1 tackle there. Man. He just shucked the guy out. Can we see that one more time? Is that possible? We're going to get – watch this, folks, one more time. The first guy misses, and then watch him just shuck off the second guy. Say, get away from me. That was a first down play. How much was that? How many yards was that, Coach? Throw. Incomplete. I mean, I've lost. I saw everything, but I didn't look at the yardage on the play. But he got some yards on that. Unofficially, 84 yards for Hammer and Hank. PCA with 9:51 to go. Looks like they're leading Middle Tennessee Christian 21-13. That would be a mild upset, I would say. That would be a mild upset. Four minutes to go in this contest. TCA Just eating clock. Hank Miller down to the 5-yard line. Pickup of 9. Hank's approaching 100 yards as we approach the 3-minute mark. $27-0. USJ leading with 6 minutes to go in that contest. Jackson Christian is threatening, though. Atwood looking. Hank is open. He catches it. He's got the first down. Pick up a 4. Yeah, he has. Well, as quiet as you can be with 5 receptions for 60 yards and a touchdown. PCA coach, we think, is leading Middle Tennessee Christian. Coaching booth right next to us. He came over, popped his head in. Well, it looks like USJ is going to win that ball game. They will be first in the region. And TCA is going to win this ball game. Throwing. Incomplete on 1st and goal. As we approach the 2-minute warning. Well, there is no 2-minute warning in high school, but we like to think there is. Remember, we'll have an extended post game. We'll have stats of this game, scoring recap, and scores from around the area, including the games that we need to know about. And we'll get you the state bracket for the playoffs starting next week. TCA is going to be at home. Hank Miller down to the 1, pickup of 3. Well, 3rd and goal at the 1. Hank's got 96 yards unofficially. Don't think Hank's going to get that 100-yard game. Unless we get a 5-yard penalty or so. And they give him the ball, but coach isn't wanting to run the score up, so we're just going to eat clock here, I'm quite sure. Burning as much clock as they can. And when we get another 30 seconds or so, yeah, we'll probably take the penalty here. Not a massacre, but a good dominating win, Miss Peggy. And TCA is just going to kneel on the ball, showing some class. And they're going to kneel on and not run up the score on the Johnny Rebs. Coach P, and you can pass this. Well, Coach P, if you can pass this along, unofficially, TCA would be the first team all year to hold Nick's Fullen to under 100 yards. Nobody's done that. And this ball game is going to be final. Your TCA Lions are the number 2 seed out of the Division II West region. They're going to the first round of the playoffs. They knock off the Giant Rebs of Tipton-Rosemark 33-7. I'm going to go ahead and call this one. Hammering Hank Miller and the entire defense for holding for holding Mr. Football finalist Nick Fullen to under 100 yards of rushing. The first team to do that all season long. He had 180 some odd yards against USJ. We hold him unofficially to 78 on 20 carries. 33-7 is your final. Stay tuned for an extended post-game show. We're going to be back right after this. 33-7 TCA.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips and Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
And welcome back to Trinity Christian Academy. As Diamond Dave would say, the happy final. The Lions 33, the Rebs 7. TCA is the number 2 seed in the West region. Looking at USJ and Jackson Christian. That one's about to go final here in about 40 seconds. USJ leads 27-0. We'll switch over to Middle Tennessee Christian and Providence Christian Academy. We believe it's Providence Christian leading 21-13 with under 4 minutes to go in that game. Let's get you the quick stats from this. And first, let's get you the stats for Tipton-Rosemark. Sam Posey, negative yardage. Ward, negative yardage. Nix Fullen, unofficially, 20 carries for 78 yards. If my scoring is anywhere near accurate, TCA is the first team all year to hold Nix Fullen to under 100 yards. 74 yards total rushing offense, 42 through the air. TCA with their best defensive effort of the year, I believe, just about 116 yards unofficially the Lions defense gives up in this ball game. For TCA, they had 179 yards on the ground, 147 through the air for 326 yards. Williamson, 2 carries for 13. Harden, 1 carry for 1. Atwood, 12 carries for 89. And Hammer and Hank Miller, 18 carries, 96 yards, and 3 touchdowns rushing. Gabe Lee, 5 carries, 5 receptions, 60 yards, and a touchdown. Williamson, 5 5 receptions, 48. Lake Helton, 2 receptions for 16 and a score. Hank Miller, 4 receptions for 25 yards. TCA rushing, 147 unofficially, 179 unofficially, and 147 through the air for 326 yards of total offense to 116 unofficially for Rosemark. So TCA was plus. So TCA plus 210 yards on Tipton-Rosemark tonight. Great, great job. Okay, we're going to look at some scores here. 3:23 to go in the PCA and Middle Tennessee Christian game. And it looks like it's 21-13. And it looks like PCA is winning that ball game. USJ is a winner tonight. Nashville Christian was winning comfortably tonight. We will go to a statewide scoreboard here, try and get some updates. Let's see. Let me back out of this real quick and reset the thing. Bear with me, folks. This is live video, so you never know what's happening. Reopen that box and hit the scoreboard, hit the X, and the scoring, hit scoreboard here. Football, and we will have scores from around the state. Let's go down to the bottom, and we'll try and get the scores that are most interesting to TCA fans. Okay, it is Concord Christian winning 49-13 over Grace Baptist. Grace Baptist will be the number 5 seed out of the East. Concord Christian will be the number 3 seed. Providence Christian leads Middle Tennessee in the fourth quarter 21-13. Providence Academy beats Zion Christian 42-7. DCA in the third quarter leads Ezel Harding. Ezel Harding giving them a fit. But DCA winning that ball game. No score, Franklin Christian and Scotts Hill. Nashville Christian at the half was leading 21-7. I believe it's more than that. Lausanne 41-7 over North Point. Of course, our final, TCA wins 33-7. It was 27-0, I believe. USJ won, and Nashville Christian, with 4 minutes to go in that ball game, leads 35-14. So we're going to fill out your bracket real quick for you. The West number 4 seed will be Tipton-Rosemark. Let me fill this out real quick. West number 2, of course, is TCA. And we're going to go ahead and put Friendship Christian in the lead. Nashville Christian winning that game as they lead 35-14 with 4 minutes to go in that game. So, with one game left to be decided, and we're going to switch to that game live. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the game, and Providence Christian Academy leads Middle Tennessee Christian 21-13, and Providence Christian just did something that they're celebrating. We're going to see here. Middle Tennessee Christian had the ball. Oh, a big tackle. Big tackle there on a fourth down play, it looked like. And, yeah, that was a fourth down play. And so it sure looks like Providence Christian is going to pull the upset over Middle Tennessee Christian. So here is your first look at the unofficial bracket for the Division II Class A tournament. And I say that because we have just 2 minutes to go in a game, and it's 23-13 now, 10-point game. So Providence Christian is going to defeat Middle Tennessee Christian. So here is your complete bracket for the Division II tournament. East, number 1 seed is Providence Christian Academy. They will get a bye, and boy, do they have a tough one. They are going to play Friendship Christian. Well, excuse me. Providence Christian is the East number 1. They get a bye in the second round. First round, it will be Friendship Christian hosting Tipton-Rosemark. The other bye in the upper end of the bracket will be the Bruins of USJ as the West number 1. Should this score hold up, DCA would be the number 3 seed out of the middle, and they will play East number 4 Providence Academy. Middle Tennessee number 1 should be Nashville Christian. They will get a bye in the second round. In the first round, West number 3 seed Jackson Christian will host Concord Christian next week. Also in the first round, it's going to be Middle Tennessee Christian, the East number 2 hosting East number 5 Chattanooga Grace. And finally, the one you've been waiting for, the number 2 seed out of the West is your TCA Lions, and they defeat Tipton-Rosemark by a score of 33-7. They will be the number 2 seed out of the West. They will host the middle number 4 seed Franklin Christian. That game will be here next Friday night at 7 p.m. We can't say we're officially streaming the game yet, but I say we can't say we're officially streaming the game yet, but we can pretty much sure we'll get permission from the TSSAA to broadcast. So look for word on the TCA social media pages and my social media pages. But chances are, one way or another, we'll be broadcasting, whether it's video or audio. But I would suspect we'll be video streaming the playoff game against Franklin Christian here next Friday night. That's a look at your bracket. TCA wins this ball game at 33-7. Jackson Christian loses to USJ, and all the other scores. Let's see, Nashville Christian was winning. It is Providence Christian winning 23-13. That is a mild upset. They lead that game with $1:36 to go, so they're going to win that ball game. And Nashville Christian was leading 35-14 with under 5 minutes to go in that ball game. So I have confidence in saying USJ is number 1, TCA is number 2, Jackson Christian is number 3, and Tipton-Rosemark is number 4. USJ will play the winner of the DCA Providence Academy game. Jackson Christian will play the winner, or Jackson Christian will host Concord Christian. It will be Friendship Christian hosting TRA, and TCA will be hosting Franklin Christian. It's been my pleasure to broadcast this ball game. Coach P was my producer director tonight. JJ Cashin also producing and directing tonight. For the voice of TCA Athletics and for Bradley White on the camera, for the voice of TCA Athletics, Diamond Dave McCulley, who could not be here tonight, I remind you the happy final in Game 10 of the regular season, TCA 33 and Tipton-Rosemark 7. My name's Stan Gerard. Until next week in the first round of the playoffs, good night, and much more importantly, everyone, take care of the children, take care of the old people. They are true blessings. God bless everyone.